Hey YouTube and all makeup fans, it is Mikey coming at you today, and I've got a further review on the Temptu products. I got another order sent in today. So with this order, and I'm still missing a straight blush, I did get a couple of their retouch sticks. These are pretty amazing. So if you're using the Temptu airbrush system and then you go out and you find you need to retouch, I actually got the shades in every, or the retouch sticks in every shade, so shades 1 through 12, and that's basically how they have their foundations set up. Shade 1 is going to be the lightest, that is porcelain. Shade 2 is ivory. Shade 3 is warm ivory. 4 is sand. 5 is beige, which happens to be my color. I used it already. 6 is warm beige. 7 is natural. 8 is honey, which is pods that I have right here. 9 is golden. 10 is almond. 11 is chestnut, and 12 is espresso. So these are pretty awesome as well for just doing retouch. I've done on my hand, and again, Temptu is so amazing. You really don't notice it. It's a really light, soft, silicone-based foundation, so that's why it goes on so smooth. So with these retouch foundations, they basically come in these big sticks. They've got a brush on them, and you just pump the bottom, push it up, and your product comes out. And then you just retouch as is necessary. So that's a great little product for you to take on the go with you if you feel like you're going to have any issues. I really don't think with the Temptu system you're going to have that much. I've been wearing it for the past couple days, kind of testing it out, and it doesn't really come off. When it says it's waterproof and it stays on, it really, really is. So I do have the blushes coming in hot pink, and I also got sheer berry, I believe, but we'll see as those come in. So I've got the retouch ones right now, and then I picked up, well, I did pick up the summer set, since we are coming into skin, the summer skin, actually. And I got 3 of these, so you can do basically prep, tan, and then bronze. So all 3 of those are included in this little set. I actually got this for a really good deal. It's usually $75, but you know, Sephora stopped carrying this stuff, so I want to say that it went on clearance, and the person that I'm getting it from was able to pick up quite a bit. I got the highlighters. I got 2 colors of highlighter. Well, actually, technically, I got 3 colors of highlighter. I've got 302 Gold, which is a lighter tone. They do the numbers basically again. 303 Bronze, which is going to be a basic bronzer, so I'm going to be using that one. And then Copper as well. So what I thought we would do is go ahead and do another test of the Temptu system. I'm going to go ahead and apply the makeup and then the foundation, and then we'll go through and do highlighting. I'm going to pull that blind down just a little bit to see if we can get good color here. And then once we're done with it, and incidentally, this stuff smells amazing. It reminds me of a tanning salon. So, you know, that's something that I really do like about it, because I do love tanning. So, this has a really nice, pleasant smell to it. It goes on so gently. It does take a little while to get your color built up exactly how you want it, and especially when I'm using the honey, which is a darker color than I normally would, but that was just the first foundation I could get. I did pick up one of the bottle refills, and so I'm going to try and put it into this pod once this pod is empty, and so we'll see how that works. You do want to make sure when you're refilling these pods that you don't want to go pick up just, you know, any old brand. Number one, it's really, really not going to compare. I mean, what would the point be? I'm trying to find my foundations right now. What would the point be of picking up something like this and then pouring it into the airbrush system, aside from getting maybe just a little bit of a thinner application of it? But yeah, I would just go, since all airbrush systems do use silicone-based foundations and product, it's not going to compare with it. So it's worth the money to get the actual Temptu. as I stated in my last video, these pods will last you about 5 weeks if you're using it every day. And I think you got a pretty good picture of how well it's covering. As you can see, half my face. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do the second side, the full face today for you guys, since we're going to be doing, since I'm going to be going over the highlighting and their bronzer, reviewing those as well. So, you just go in that circular motion. For me, especially with this color, I need to make sure that I get right along my hairline fairly well, because it shows a lot there and underneath. But that's the one area that's really going to show up for me, since I'm using the honey color instead of the 05 beige, which is the one I need. But now the bottled ones come in 101 through 113, I believe, or 112. So I ordered, and the colors seem to be a little bit different in there. It seems like the 5 and the 6 were actually darker, and then they go back into lighter. At least that's the way it seemed when I had done my ordering on that. So we'll see as that one comes. I think I did a good job in picking out my skin tone for that. But, you know, obviously with this I'm going to need to have every skin tone. So I will be getting one of the starter kits, kind of just like I did with these retouch brushes, but it's just going to have all the bottles. The main thing for me was to make sure that I was getting enough pods to start. So yeah. Alright, so now that I've got kind of the basic on, I'm going to turn this on and turn it on to full, because you definitely want to make sure that this dries fully, and it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to dry. If you don't let this step take place, you're going to end up with kind of a sticky filling on your face. So just make sure you're drying it out completely. So I'm going to go ahead and sit here and just use the actual, I've got it turned up to full air right now. I'm not using the depressor button. And this actual button on the side, the other day I made a mistake. This you push to release the pod and to insert a new pod. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let this set in and dry real quick, and then we'll come right back and we'll do the highlighter and the bronzer. Okay everybody, so we're back, and I've got the foundation dried up. I've looked at all of the highlighters that I got, which I got 3 colors. Again, 302, 303, and 304. All of them do have a shimmer to them. I don't know if you can notice that. But this is the lightest that I've got. The bronze is, and these are all considered highlighters, is, I would say I'd almost use that as a blush, given its tone. But yeah, we can, like I said, we'll play around with it and figure. And then copper is just that. I mean, it's a copper type color. So anyways, what we're going to do is make sure that it's mixed up real well. You can tell by the ball moving around in there. You're going to pop this top off. And in the lid, you have your little implement. So get that out. So it comes out just like so. Go ahead and take the sticker tape off of it. You also have to pull the sticker off of the applicator end. And that's what's so great about the Temptu system, is that each one has its own applicators and everything in them. So you don't really have to go through and do a ton of cleaning in between applications. This, however, would not be, I don't think, a great system for doing your eyes, because you cannot adjust the stream, and I haven't really seen any shadows for it. However, given that it did come with the air pump, there's a possibility, and it's probably a limited one, but there is a possibility that you could get just a different brush or gun that has the little pots that sit on top and be able to control the stream. So, you know, it's something that I'll look into down the road. But for now, this is just kind of basically to get foundations, highlighting, contouring, blushes down, and then I can go ahead and go in and do eyes for people afterwards. And again, to do, you know, summer tanning now that we're coming into summer. So I've turned the airstream down to probably 1/4 of what it normally is, just to use this this highlighter for the first time. And it says to go kind of in a C motion with it, so let me actually get this primed. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and so what I did this time, and it actually kind of shot out a little bit onto my laptop here, super great, was I held it up and pulled the primer down just a little bit, but make sure you're holding it with the applicator end up. Last time that I did the priming, I did it down, and I ended up with a bunch of product in my hand. So push the button on the side, and lock it back in. Go ahead and turn it on. And now I can see the product coming out now that it's primed. So, I can definitely notice it, especially given that it has a shimmer, and I don't generally wear anything shimmery at all. You know, I just, for guys, we don't want shimmer. So, you know, rare occasions, you know, maybe if you're going to a club or, you know, you're doing fantasy type makeup, things like that, it would be okay. But on a general day-to-day basis, no, you do not want a shimmer. So, I definitely do notice it. Like I said, it's got a shimmer. I didn't do that much. I've got it at a quarter setting. So I use my finger a little bit to blend that in, just until it's getting, you know, the first couple sprays out of it seem to be maybe a little bit, you might need to turn it all the way down to because I think it's coming out a little thick, at least for my liking right now. So yeah, I've turned it all the way down to its lowest setting, and I went ahead and got that on. Let me turn the floodlight on. We'll see if that allows you to see that shimmer better. Now, I've still got to work on my lighting situation and pull the shade down. So for me, this is the gold, and it's definitely noticeable to me. It's, you know, clients are going to love it for that really sun-kissed, fresh look. But for guys, I mean, I've wiped it up pretty well, and I'm not seeing an uber ton of shimmer now, as I've kind of blended it out a little bit. So, you know, it goes in so very well, and goes on so very lightly, and your skin is just silky smooth once this product is on. That's the one thing I really do love about the Temptu System. Yeah, as I blended it out, the shimmers come down a lot, so it's definitely looking better. Let's go ahead and get it on. I'd like to try and do one where you guys are really going to notice it, so in order to do that, I might have to kind of layer it up, which is fine. I can always take it right back off. Alright. So there, now I think you can certainly see the highlighter. And again, it's very gold. I'll definitely give it that. There's a lot of highlighters out there for the Temptu System. They do make a lot of colors. Let's take a look at, yeah, the copper is definitely going to be maybe for more an olive tint skin toned, I think, at least. So this one here is the bronze, and I figured, you know, that it would be suitable to use as a bronzer. However, I was looking in here, and it says that this bronzer, step 3 in this system, can achieve an immediate sheer golden glow, and you can deepen the color by layering or even use for contouring and highlighting the face and the neck. So, you know, I wonder if that would be similar to this one. I guess we'd have to just open one of these boxes and take a look at everything that's inside of there. I did have a knife here. So incidentally, the mailman said they came out here Saturday, and they did not. I was quite upset with them because, you know, these products are definitely not cheap, and I was really concerned about them freezing. But not an issue. I had to change the ringtone on my phone because I was getting really bored with it. So, yeah, this one's a little bit lighter. This is how this set comes. This is kind of an exfoliator one. That's your first step. The second one is the actual spray tan color, and you can build it. It's really light liquid, I should say. As you can see it moving around in there. Same thing with the exfoliator one. It comes with its own stand, which is kind of nice. And then the bronze that comes with it is a shimmer as well, but it's a much lighter, whereas the one that I got separate is a more rosy type color. But let's go ahead and get this one prepped and primed, and then we'll come back and I'll do that one on this cheek so you can see them both. I hope that you guys are able to see them, but again, my lighting here is so not at par. Alright, be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I've got this one cleared, prepped, and primed, and so I'm going to pop this other one off. And the one thing I do like about these, at least the .28 ones, is that I can just take the lid off of the one I'm using and pop it onto the older one. And every color does incidentally also have the sticker with the color inside, so as you get them out of the boxes, if you're not 100% sure, you can always reference that for your color. But we'll take a look at this one. This is the 303 Bronze. And again, it has that amazing smell. So I think you can certainly see at least the shimmer from it. I do really like this one. Color-wise, it's working better for my skin tone than the gold. So gold, I think, would probably be better for more of an ivory skin tone or a lighter skin tone. I'm just going to take a brush and kind of blend that a little bit out until I know exactly, what distance I need to be and all that. So yeah, that's it. Basic highlighter and foundation application. We can do just a touch up here. We'll do a quick touch up with this stick so you can see this in action as well. So I'm just gonna press on that. As you can see, the foundation starts to come out there, and then would go on like so. As you can see, just a couple pumps. So you really only want to do like one pump, especially for a retouch, because I've got a whole lot of product on my face with those 3 pumps. And with these retouch sticks, they're going to be great for photo shoots, things like that, where you might need to just retouch on the spot. But again, with this system, it goes on so amazing. You can definitely notice a difference in the skin tone, as it's so much lighter up on my forehead than it is down here, given that this is beige and I've got honey on my face. So, the Temptu System, again, amazing product. I'm super stoked with it. Michelle loved it so much that she had me order one for her. So hers is on the way. I did get her one. I wasn't able to get her the white limited edition, not in the amount of time I would have to wait on that one. So, but I did get her the exact same system as mine. Hers is just black and not white. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you all love it. Let me know if you do get an airbrush system and what you think about it, be it the Luminous or the Temptu or any other system. And if you are doing eyes with a airbrush system, I'd also like to know, what system you're using, how you adjust your stream, sprays, things along those lines. So we'll take a look at that moving forward. I do know that they make a lot of stuff for the Temptu SB, which is another model that I may look at getting as well, just given how much I love the current system that I have. Alright guys, take care. That's it for today. Bye.